This game versus Cincinnati is very interesting, right? Because even if they lose, it's just about how they lose because the Bengals are coming in to play for something. The Steelers have already clinched their playoff spot, but they still got to compete. They still got to put up the points because there's no reason you shouldn't be putting up points versus the Bengals defense. If they're not putting up points versus that defense, yikes. Yikes. I mean, that's when you have to have the discussion about Justin Fields. But at the same time, who knows? Maybe a 195-yard, two-touchdown Week 16 versus the Bengals last year. George Pickens comes out to play because they're really going to need him. They're really going to need a spark right now. You got to have a whole lot of Jaylen Warren in that offense. I think he's made that clear in the past couple of weeks. But really, more than just your offense, if that defense is still having the miscommunications, because it's one thing for you to get beat one-on-one as a defense, right? You get beat one-on-one, fair play, the better man won. But if you're just having blown coverages, miscommunications, people aren't really talking in that defense, then there's a massive issue there. And throughout those 3 games, well, let's just say there was some busted coverages and it looked pretty embarrassing and they never really seemed to be able to fix it. So if Terrell Austin can't get that together, there's going to be some serious issues going into the playoffs. And I know the Bengals have a good offense, but again, it's different if you're getting beat 1v1 versus Jamar Chase or if he's just wide open or if T. Higgins is just cruising with nobody around him, because that's been happening a little too much. If Travis Kelce got nobody around him, then, there's something wrong with your defense. But again, super interesting matchup for the Steelers. Also, one of the other reasons why I have a sliver of hope, still a little sliver of hope for the Steelers, is because look at the Texans on Christmas Day. I mean, they self-destructed arguably worse than what the Steelers did. So if they get matched up in the playoffs, which I'm pretty sure there's a chance they do, then all right, the Steelers could probably get past the first round with how those guys are playing. But nothing's given in this league, right? I mean, CJ Stroud might just be on one in the playoffs, so you never know, but it gives the Steelers a better shot, definitely. But let me know what you guys think about the Steelers' upcoming game versus the Bengals and their playoff hopes if they play the Ravens. It's always going to be a competitive game versus the Ravens in the playoffs, but this year, if those miscues are still happening on defense, it might just be another blowout. Again, let me know what you guys think. Also got a link to grow your Instagram. Know the guy who owns the top-rated Instagram growth company. So if you want to get past 10K, 50K on Instagram, grow your own platform, click the link in the pinned comment.